Posted a tour of our new garden, but I haven't given an update on the original Batshit Crazy Farms garden. Oops, be a good idea to unlock that. Trying to open a gate without unlocking it. Pretty smart. Anyway, entering through the back gate and into the new expanded herb garden. Garlic chives, dill, cilantro and coriander. Of course, the question is, what's the difference between cilantro and coriander? And the answer is 2 weeks. Chamomile, which is where I realized that I have a difficult time planning the spacing on painting new signs. Parsley's going to go here. This is the fabled bed number 9. We still haven't decided what's going in it. Basil. There are actually 5 kinds of basil here. Only had 1 Thai basil plant make it this year. But we have Genovese, Greek dwarf, cinnamon, and lettuce leaf basil going. Oregano is coming in pretty good. This is a one-time plant from last year. I've got a few in the greenhouse that are getting ready to be put in. I think they need another 2 weeks and then we can go in. And we have flowers on our apple trees this year. So we might have apples. Be very exciting. We're in year 2 on our asparagus bed. So we don't expect to be harvesting any of that anytime soon. Potatoes are up. This year they're growing along the perimeter. And the old tomato arch this year is growing pumpkins and 3 other kinds of squash. Actually 4 kinds, because I had some summer squash, extra summer squash. So these are going to be lemon squash on this outside. And then we actually had extra eggplants, and we planted those on this side. This is our new hugelkultur. I posted a picture of this when we built it. We added 2 tiers on top of it. Planted 110 new strawberry plants because we felt it needed refreshing. One of the varieties did not grow, and we're hoping to collect some babies and get that planted in. We decided to do an entire row of Califati Wonder because last year we didn't get a chance to share them with anybody. We are sharing the plants in case anybody wants to grow their own. And then in this row we have 4 different kinds of tomatoes. The violet jasper, the small cherry type tomatoes, another basic red cherry tomato, San Marzanos, and this year we're going to try, Burgess has this thing called triple vining. Supposedly they are prolific. At the moment, I'm not impressed by how well they grow. Here's our eggplant aisle. Quite beautiful. Got that planted a couple days ago. This was our bell pepper bed. And then we had that frost, and we lost all of our bell peppers. So now it's our hot pepper bed. But we have cayenne, serrano, habanero, and why am I having a hard time remembering the 4th kind? Jalapeno, cayenne, serrano, and habanero. I think I said 4. Okay, I guess I must have said it right. We're trying to grow leeks this year. Not having a lot of success. But then again, carrots are kind of late this year too. I think it's the heavy rain. I just don't think they like super wet soil. Some lettuces are coming in. I've got some patches of extra seedlings there that need to be spread out. Here's our green onion bed. They're flowering this year, as the biennials, I guess, do. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with the flowers on a perennial onion. I'm assuming I should cut them out, but I figured I'd wait until they were pretty, maybe get some seeds from them. Little radishes in this extra space. We're going to use this lettuce bed. We're going to try and do baby lettuce cut and come again, and just sort of continuously harvest baby lettuce this year. Down this row, last year we discovered we like beets, so we're growing an entire row of beets. And then toward the end of the row, we are trying radicchio, and that needs to be cleaned up a little bit. This bed's kind of empty, but we're going to try and not have our green beans all come in at the same time, so we're growing about 18 of them at a time, and then just adding a little section at a time, so there's some started in the greenhouse to put another batch in later. I used some compost today to pretty up the kohlrabi aisle. So here we have kohlrabi, and then the arch is going to have watermelon growing up it. We have the watermelon plants down there at the base. And then there are 2 kinds of onions in this row, and then 2 kinds of onions in this row. And up this side of the arch, we're going to have Minnesota Midgets melons, and a free packet of cantaloupe of some variety. I'm going to give it a shot and see what it's like. We have 2 kinds of zucchini this year. There's a Dinopoli striped zucchini on this side, and then the black, I think they're called Black Beauty. No, it's Black Beauty eggplant. I don't know the variety, but the same variety we always grow. We saved the seeds last year. And these are sweet potatoes. There are going to be 72 sweet potato plants in these 8 beds. As you can see, I finished planting out 3 of the rows. This one is waiting for a couple more of the starts to be ready to go in. Because this row is a garnet sweet potato we picked up at Whole Foods. And then our alternating rows of the Georgia Jet sweet potatoes that we always grow. And then we picked up a purple sweet potato at Whole Foods. And that's going to be the other alternate rows. Looking forward to purple sweet potatoes. In the potato aisle, we actually are growing purple potatoes too. And our garlic from last fall, looking beautiful. This year we're letting it grow on its own. This is where we had Swiss chard last year. Oh, I forgot to point out the Swiss chard. Swiss chard, hello. Look at this entire 24-foot row of Swiss chard. You guys better like Swiss chard and come out and get it. Okay, at this point you have to ignore the weeds because I haven't weeded the outer perimeter yet, but we've got blueberries, and I think this year we might even have enough blueberries to share. Maybe. Unless James makes me build or make a lot of pancakes. And then more weeding needs to be done here, but the grapes are coming in. And you can see, if you get close up right there, little baby grapes, lots of them. I'm hoping that I've learned how to prune properly. This one, obviously, I did not. You're supposed to prune them. No, this is not a good one either. I don't have a good example of good pruning yet. Here we go. This is close. You're supposed to prune them just so that they have just a little branch sticking off of each arm. Little bits. I probably could still have pruned this more. Just kind of scared of cutting too much off of a plant. But, give you a quick... That probably hurt your eyes. It hurt my eyes. Just a quick panoramic view of the whole thing. There's my shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. Alright, and you can see how lovely the greenhouse is. Oh, this peach tree is, I don't know if we can get a close-up of this, but it is prolific in terms of how many peaches got pollinated this year. And here's another apple tree that decided to flower pretty heavily, and you can actually see some pollinated apples right there. So we're gonna get a few apples. Okay, well, that's the tour, and hopefully you all come out hopefully within a month. See you soon. Bye.